Good morning. This morning we're going to work on synonyms using different words that relate to the doctor study. Let's get started.
I'm feeling healthy. Let's find a synonym to the word healthy. Here's the word sick and the word well. I'm feeling healthy. I'm feeling sick. I'm feeling well. We need to decide which word on the bottom is a synonym or means the same thing as the word on the top. Healthy and sick. Do they mean the same thing? No, that's right. If you're sick, you're not currently healthy. How about well? If you're healthy, are you well? That's right, yes. Sometimes in the doctor's office, they might have a sick section and a well section when you are waiting to be seen. Sick and well are opposites, but healthy and well are synonyms, or the same. Great job. Now let's look at the picture on top. This is a doctor. We need to find a word that is a synonym to doctor. Here we have the word teacher, and here we have medical physician. Let's look at the picture to help us. You might not know what a medical physician is, but look at the picture right here. And now look at the teacher. Do you think the teacher is the same thing as the doctor or the medical physician? That's right, the medical physician. Medical physician and doctor, those words are synonyms of each other. Great job. Now let's look at these pictures. This is the word fever. You might have a fever if you're sick. When you have a fever, are you hot or are you cold? That's right, you would be hot to the touch. Now we need to find the word down here that is a synonym that means almost the same thing. Here we have the word, let's see if you could figure this word out actually by yourselves. Let's see, what letter is this? That's right, C. And this letter? That's right, U. What about this letter? Yep, T. Great job. C, U, T. Now let's say the letter sounds. C says k, k, k. U, and T, 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 t. Can you try to put those sounds together? K, t. Now use the picture to help you. K, t. What is this word? That's right, it's the word cut. Great. And now over here we have the word temperature. Does the word cut mean almost the same thing as fever? Or does the word temperature mean almost the same thing as fever? What do you think? Use the pictures to help you. That's right. Temperature, and fever are synonyms. Some people might use the word temperature to say that you have a fever. A fever is a temperature that is elevated, which means that it is higher than it should be. But some people take out the word elevated and just say that you have a temperature. Great work. Now let's look at these pictures. The top picture has the word nurse next to it. You might see a nurse at the doctor's office before you see the doctor. The nurse sometimes takes your vitals. Your vitals would be your temperature, your blood pressure, and they would ask you a few questions before the doctor comes in. One of the pictures below is a synonym for the word nurse. Here's the word firefighter, and here are two letters. Can you tell me what these two letters are? That's right, RN. Which of these two means the same thing or very similar to the word nurse? Look at the picture. That's right, RN. You can call a nurse an RN. RN stands for registered nurse. And sometimes people will call nurses RNs for short. Now let's look at these pictures. The top one says Band-Aid. You might use a Band-Aid on a cut or a scrape. Now one of these words down here is a synonym and means almost the same thing. Here we have peroxide, and here we have bandage. Which word means almost the same thing as Band-Aid? Bandage, that's right. Great. While we have this picture here, does anyone know what peroxide is? Peroxide is something a grown-up might use to clean your cut or scrape. And peroxide doesn't sting, but as it's cleaning, you're going to see a lot of bubbles. Now let's look at these pictures. This is the word ache. This boy has a stomach ache. Now let's look at these other two pictures. This one says bruise, and this one says pain. Which one is a synonym to ache? Look at the pictures to help you. That's right, pain. A stomach ache is very similar to stomach pain. The words are synonyms. Now let's look at this over here. Bruise. How might you get a bruise? That's right, you can get a bruise from falling down, or something hits you, like maybe a bicycle might bump into you on the playground. That could leave a bruise, yes. What else? If you trip and bump into something, yep, those are all ways you can get a bruise. The area where you have the bruise might cause pain, but the bruise itself is not called pain. It's called a bruise. Great job. I hope you had fun.